Today, I'm talking to Seif Hamdy, who's the General Manager of the Intercontinental Danang Sun Peninsula Resort Hotel in Vietnam. Talk us through that amazing hotel where you're working now. I've stayed there. I absolutely fell in love with it, and particularly with Bill Bensley's architecture, because he created the whole thing.
See, for us here at the hotel, where the owning company Sun Group had a vision, is creating a hotel like no other. It has to be a hotel that cannot be copied. And the first thing was really the location of the resort. You can only come through the water. So they prepare a yacht and they came through the water to see this location with Bill Bensley. And the first thing I would remember is Bill describing to me that he jumped on the beach. I found the Wonderland, and he decided to design this hotel.
And how long is the stretch of beach? Because it's very long in front of the hotel.
It's 700 meters long, pristine, incredible. So all our guests, when they come here, there is no one around, just them. And we do not welcome any guest from outside. Only if you stay at the hotel, you enjoy the beach experience.
So in terms of just purchasing that land when the owner did, it was like for conservation, wasn't it? So it was difficult to buy and construct a hotel there, or?
It was definitely not an easy journey due to the location of the resort, but there is a vision behind. It's really, for me, positioning Vietnam at the top or in a similar situation like what you see in Japan or Korea. So a hotel like that had to come. And therefore in 2017, we welcome APEC 2017, and 22 presidents were staying at the hotel and having the conference and so on and so forth. So it got to be a resort with that kind of a vision to change the face of industry in Vietnam.
It's almost, I would say, like 3 hotels in one, because there's 3 very distinct sections designed in different ways to cater for different travel needs. Just talk us through them.
See, the hotel is offering a wonderful dining experience. So when you come here at the property, first, you get all the types of cuisine that you wish to have, from authentic Vietnamese cuisine, which actually the recent travelers, domestic people, enjoyed so much, and we learn even more about it. Then you have a French Michelin star dining experience by Chef Pierre Garnier. Then we have this simple, wonderful beach dining experience at our beach and grill restaurant, which is called Barefoot. And then if you would remember Long Bar, the longest Long Bar was a sea view in Vietnam.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Yeah, no, it's just wonderful to give you all this variety of choices. And the good news is that we're working in launching a new restaurant. Will be Japanese restaurant. So hopefully somewhere toward the end of 2022 will be open.
And I believe, has Bill Bensley got a gallery of his paintings there now?
Yes, that's true. You see, the gallery at the resort, I always very passionate about adding value to the asset. And what I want to do is something that actually set us apart from others. And this story of the gallery came, and I spoke with Bill, and he immediately said, we do it. And we have beautiful, unique paintings by Bill available here at the hotel. And that allows the guests, when they leave the hotel, not just with good memories. I really wanted them to leave with a part of the hotel to their home.
Beautiful. And one of the great things about that, as I understand it, is that Bill is giving every cent from those sales to conservation.
Correct. All the profit goes from the gallery to the charity, which again is one of Bill's great human aspects. I just find the joy talking to him, because his level of sophistication, creativity is a whole new level. And for me, Bill is simply the king of resorts.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. And how does conservation and sustainability dovetail into your hotels?
Well, we do keep our hotel very green. So for example, we're reducing our own water. So to make sure we are having zero plastic at the hotel. Obviously, every year, we continue adding plants to the hotel. So this year, our target is 100,000 plants and flower added to the hotel during this lockdown that we have. And very, very important is we're having Anthony, our resident zoologist. He's helping us greatly with protecting the wildlife and educating people about the incredible species that we have here at the hotel.
Fantastic. And how many rooms do you have in total there?
Our hotel is 201 rooms, including 17 villas that are very unique in different parts of the hotel.
Can you talk us through the very, very top room that you've got?
Well, I have few favorites, really. Sun Peninsula Residence is a villa that about 1,200 square meter that offer you privacy, kitchen facilities, unmatched view, your private beach in the villa, And then also we have Ban House, beautiful for couples and honeymooners. You are just at the top of the hotel with a spectacular view. Then my favorite, I would say also, is our royal residence. This only one villa in the hotel with 2 floor stories, had its own bar, had its own kitchen, had its beautiful piano. So my son plays piano, and when we go there, he's just very happy. And the level of privacy and that you get at this villa, it's truly remarkable. So you feel you are in a hotel within the hotel. You have your own little hotel there.
How fantastic. And look, from my perspective, your hotel is somewhere you can go, particularly at these times, and you really don't have to go anywhere else. In fact, it's too hard to go anywhere else. You just wouldn't, right?
Yes. See, we encourage all our guests when they come to the hotel. This is a one-of-a-kind experience. So we prepare everything for their liking, from the dining experience and all the restaurants that I mentioned to you. Then it's very important when we have a beautiful beach, as you know, to organize such a lovely activity by the beach. And we do not charge our guests for the beach activity. We make sure we add value to this experience. We have a lovely kids club with a nanny service 24/7. And you may not know, we have a wonderful cinema, fully equipped, that any couple can just select their movie and enjoy the movie at any time, 24/7. We have a place called M Rouge. It has equipped with karaoke rooms.
And then tell us about your beautiful spa.
The spa is such a big element of our hotel. At the moment, we're working with Harn. Incredible success, but the industry is evolving, and we're trying to evolve as well. So we're transitioning our spa to more wellness, so yet to be announced.
Wow. And so with all of your travels in all of the luxury brands you've worked for, what do you see as the future of luxury travel?
The luxury travelers, as we all know now, it's really changing. We all recognize, and actually through my career, the level of cleanliness has been a big part in every single hotel that I work with. But now it's more than ever that we have to be surgically clean in the hotel. We have to make sure we have dining experience that is healthy, well balanced, having the right choices, people being in lockdown for many months. And we really here try to connect with local produce, local products, vegetables, fruit, seafood, and introduce this lovely experiences to our guests.
And Seif, how do you cope living out there? I mean, as I said, I've been to Danang a number of times. I spent quite a bit of time. I do love it, but it is isolated. I mean, where do you want to travel to when you're able to?
Home will be the first stop. And we are a very diverse family as well. So we got to stop to Dubai, visit the family in Dubai, part of it, then go to Egypt, my home, and visit the rest, and straight back to Hungary and visit the rest of the family of my wife. And my little daughter had a wish to visit her friend in Korea, and Korea has been also on my list. So we're having a little bit of a good travel plans. As soon as things opens up, we will be definitely on the road.
How fantastic. And have you been able to incorporate any of your Egyptian heritage into the hotel designs?
Unfortunately not.
Not yet, not yet. To Mr. Bensley about that one.
Yes, we have to keep it a purely Asian inspirational hotel. And I really want Bill to design a hotel in Egypt. They deserve to have him in Egypt.
Well, I'm sure he will. He doesn't seem to say no to much.
Yes.
And do you think Vietnam is going to be a popular tourist destination post-pandemic?
You see, there is a lot of opinions about the industry, and I want to say firmly that truly in my heart, I believe this industry will bounce back very strong. Vietnam is in the top of the list of many travelers. Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, and hopefully Australian as well, because I know they are so much engaged to Bali. So hopefully they give us a bit of attention and to travel to Danang as well. So yes, it will bounce back. It's just a matter of time, and it all fall in place.
Yeah, one of my big aspirations is to really influence a lot more Australian people to come, because Bali has been a location in Asia, in Southeast Asia, that has been on the travel list of almost every Australian, whereas Vietnam's a little bit lower. And I think, Vietnam, particularly in terms of the natural food and the people, let alone the incredible luxury hotels there, just has so much to offer the Australian traveller.
Yes, it's true. We do have some Australian travelers, and trust me, the moment they came to the hotel, it was almost a yearly trip to come to the hotel and spend 2 weeks at the property. So we know there is a great potential.
So where are most of your travellers from at the moment?
Well, we are purely domestic business, so work in Vietnamese guests. And we're very fortunate because the Vietnamese guest has been our top clientele from day one. And for me, this is a very smart focus because it's sustainable business.
So Seif, I'm very intrigued by you having studied Egyptian history. Talk to me about that and how your ethnicity has played a role in your career.
Well, in the beginning, I studied archaeology because I wanted to change people's perception about Egypt, and I wanted to play a role. And when I finished my degree, I couldn't really speak English. Then I said, okay, I couldn't get a job. Then they said, you have to speak English. And at the time I said, all right, there is this hotel called Ritz Carlton is opening, go there and do 1 year, and hopefully you speak proper English. When I went to Ritz Carlton and I said, okay, that's a dream job that I really want. I'm not leaving. Then I started to shift from archaeology into hotel business. Wow. So I never went back, actually.
And you went into one of the biggest 5-star groups in the world straight off.
Well, I was very fortunate, to be honest, because I was surrounded with great people and they treated me very well. You know, it was very important to me to treat me with respect and then tell me what you want, then I will make it happen. And Ritz Carlton was a great start. And I spent with them almost 9 years, and it was full of just joy along the way. A lot of work, but it's just enjoyment in what I'm doing every day.
Wow. Well, that's what they say. That's the greatest thing in life, is to enjoy what you do every day.
Correct.
And I want to ask you about Raffles. You worked at Raffles. That is also one of my favorite hotels, a classic colonial hotel in the heart of downtown Singapore.
Yes. Well, Raffles is very special to me, and it made a changing point in my career. So Raffles Hotel Singapore is for me a hotel where, you know, experiences, quality matters, and everything they do is just very well thought of. They don't leave anything for a chance. So the level of planning and attention to the details is to a whole new level at the Raffles. I remember, you know, we had to welcome Karl Lagerfield for Chanel, and we have to launch up the new collection. And the journey from arrival to the farewell, it was just an extraordinary, and it was an incredible event.
What did Karl Lagerfield eat at the event at the Raffles? I'm very intrigued.
What I remember the Alaskan crab with caviar. That was the appetizer, if I remember correct. And I remember the main course with a beef tenderloin with asparagus. What
a memory you've got. That's amazing.
But the true highlight for me also at the Raffles is you work with the finance leaders in the industry. So when you surround yourself with those kind of leaders, you know how far you can go if you just stay focused with those kind of leaders and meet the expectation. I remember while working at the Raffles that I had to go to Monaco and spend time in different hotels. And I know this sounds fun, but spend time in hotels in Monaco to see what is the industry looking like. How can I participate to Raffles' story as well?
So which hotel did you go and visit in Monaco?
Metropole, Monte Carlo.
That's a pretty spectacular hotel too. I've also been there. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's extremely special, extraordinary.
And you worked a lot of your career in food and beverage. What are the standards like in food and beverage, and what's the difference between 5-star F&B and just a regular hotel?
You know, food and beverage, it's all about planning. Everything has to be very well planned ahead of time. You really need to understand your guests and anticipate their preferences, and making sure your team is very well trained and have a beautiful smile to deliver these experiences along your way. Also, working in food and beverage puts a lot of pressure in terms of meeting guest expectation, and not just really meeting them, it's really exceeding those expectations. And here the role comes of being creative, being innovative, and consistent attention to the details, consistently, all the way.
And you also worked at the Senses Maldives, and you were, as I understand it, bringing in a different Michelin star chef every month. Tell us about that, and what they were like, what it was like working with them.
See, during my time, Six Senses was managed with Sono and Eva. And for me, they are extraordinary hoteliers. And Sono had this in mind of how can I take the guest experience to a whole new level, even with the simplicity of Six Senses concept. And then we had to work with the Michelin star chefs. And me working with them, it's I value them more than ever because you work with an extraordinary people that they are committed, they're very innovative, they take pride in what they do, and they work under huge pressure. The goal with them is to deliver a culinary experience that will convince you to travel from Australia to Maldives just to enjoy a dining experience.
And so if we always ask our guests on the show, where to from here for you?
Wow. Well, I can't wait to have a cup of coffee. It's been an early morning. So from now, I am just going to go and have a cup of coffee and enjoy a beautiful view of the hotel, one of them.
Oh, the views are just stunning. I remember sitting in those yellow kind of things in the breakfast room, the circular domes that you can sort of sit half out and half in and look at that view. It was just, I had the longest breakfast of my life just sitting there looking at that view. Wow.
Well, I'm going to go just right there now. And this is called the non la. It's a Vietnamese hat upside down. Very unique.
Oh, it's funny when I interviewed Bill Bensley, he talked about those Vietnamese conical hats and he's used them a number of times in his design. He's
Correct.
Very clever and his designs are very thought through, aren't they?
No, very, very true, because he inspires himself with all the local elements and see how he can take a small story and make it just a phenomenal story that can be used in so many different ways. And that's what makes it stand out among others.
Yeah, look, he must be thrilling to be around, particularly in your capacity when he's, redesigning parts of your hotel.
Yes. We're working on exciting projects. Hopefully somewhere around the end of 2022, they will be all brought to life.
Well, I also hope that by the end of 2022, Seif, you and I get to meet and I come to visit again your spectacularly beautiful property. But for now, thank you for bringing it to us on the show and have a great day and enjoy that coffee.
Thank you so much, Ren. I will look forward to welcoming you here in person.
Don't forget to subscribe here and follow us on Instagram and Facebook for regular travel updates. You can also hear our episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.